everybody, it's Nigel, your favorite realtor, and if you've ever thought about moving out of state or buying a home somewhere new because of work, lifestyle, family, or just wanting a fresh start, then this video is for you. Buying a house out of state is one of the most exciting moves that buyers can make, but it can be one of the most trickiest if you don't approach it the right way. So today I'm sharing exactly what first-time buyers must know before purchasing out of state, what mistakes to avoid, how to protect yourself when you're shopping from hundreds or even thousands of miles away. First, know that every state plays by different rules. One of the biggest surprises that buyers run into is learning that real estate rules are not universal. Each state has its own different contract laws, different inspection timelines, different escrow procedures, different attorney requirements, different property tax systems. What's normal in one state could be totally different in another. So some states involve attorneys in every transaction, others don't. Some states hold deposits in broker escrow, others use title companies. Some states allow buyers to walk away easily, others require strict timelines. So the moment you start considering buying out of state, you need to understand local rules, not just general real estate advice. Second, get boots on the ground that you can trust. This is the biggest piece of advice that I could give buyers. When you're purchasing out of state, you can't physically be everywhere, which means your home buying experience will either succeed or fail based on who represents you locally. So you want an agent who knows the hyper-local neighborhoods, who can walk properties for you honestly, who can point out things photos never show, who knows price trends by street, not just by city averages. And pictures online rarely tell the full story. Layout quirks, noise levels, traffic flow, nearby development, none of that shows up in listing photos. So your agent becomes your eyes, and their honesty is something that matters now more than ever. Okay? Third, understand the true cost differences. Many buyers think moving out of state automatically means cheaper living, and that's only halfway true. Yes, prices can drop dramatically depending on where you go. If you're coming to my state, they're probably going to go up. But expenses shift around. Some areas have much higher property taxes, HOA-heavy communities, insurance requirements that vary dramatically, utility costs that surprise first-time movers. For example, a home priced much lower than what you pay in my state, New York, could end up costing a similar monthly amount once taxes and insurance are factored in. When you buy out of state, never price shop, payment shop. Your goal is to understand the full monthly cost, not just the purchase price. Fourth is don't skip local due diligence. What buyers underestimate when shopping remotely is how much research actually matters. You'll want to understand local. Okay, understand the local flood zones, insurance requirements, property reassessment rules, neighborhood leasing restrictions. You want to know about the new development plans that are coming, right? Some areas reassess property values after purchase, which can lead to major tax increases in the first year, and buyers don't expect it. Some communities restrict rentals or short-term leasing, which matters if you're buying as an investment or if you plan to relocate again. Know the rules before closing, not after. Fifth, know when to travel and when to do a virtual tour. Technology makes remote buying easier than ever. You got live video walkthroughs, HD video tours, drones, neighborhood footage, all this different type of stuff. There's still no substitute for seeing the home in person when possible, especially for your final selection. Understand that photos don't show, the ambient noise, the lighting changes throughout the day, the street and the neighborhood traffic flow, how a space actually feels when you walk it. My advice is always going to be to do your own research, narrow it down, and then travel for final viewings whenever possible. That hybrid approach saves you time and it gives you real confidence before making the biggest purchase of your life, which is your home. Sixth, have your financing locked in early. Buying out of state isn't the time to be almost ready financially. You want full pre-approval, all right? Not just pre-qualification. Income documentation ready. Funds seasoned and verified, credit fully evaluated ahead of offer time. Out-of-state deals move very quickly, and sellers often favor buyers who appear financially bulletproof, especially when the buyer is relocating from another state. Preparation strengthens your negotiating position. Seventh, make sure your exit strategy makes sense. So before buying out of state, think long term. Is this a forever home or is this a 5-year stop for you? Could you rent it if circumstances change? Is resale demand strong in this specific area? Questions to ask yourself. Life changes, job relocations, family shifts, and personal choices evolve, and your home should remain flexible if plans change. Buying in a location with strong resale and rental demand gives you future options. So the bottom line is buying a house out of state can be incredible. It can be a great opportunity, but the success depends mainly on your local expertise that you trust, full financial clarity, and smart planning ahead of time. Remote buying is not going to be about luck. It's going to be about preparation, and it's going to be about guidance. I say this all the time. When done right, buying out of state can open doors to lifestyle upgrades, financial stability, and long-term opportunities you may not even realize are possible right now. So these are all important things to consider. So if buying out of state is something that you're seriously considering, don't guess your next move. It is time to get prepared. Click the video on your screen right here to watch my free webinar, How to Go from Hesitant to Home Owner, How Smart Buyers Win in Any Market. In that training, I will walk you through how buyers are qualifying, structuring offers, and confidently navigating purchases, even across state lines. So click the video right there on your screen right now, and I'll see you inside that webinar.